busy September afternoon in 1920, during the lunch rush hour, an unidentified man drove a nondescript cart with an aged horse towards the U.S. Assay Office, located across from the J.B. Morgan building on Wall Street. He brought the cart to a halt, stepped down from it, and vanished quickly into the throng of people on the street. The incident hints at a possible connection to the financial world or the stock market, given the location, but without further information, it is difficult to draw any firm conclusions about the event's significance. A few moments after the nondescript man driving the cart disappeared into the crowd, the cart exploded into a barrage of metal fragments, causing the immediate deaths of over 30 people and injuring 300 more. The aftermath was a horrific scene, and the death toll climbed as more victims succumbed to their injuries throughout the day. At first, it was unclear whether the explosion was an intentional act of terrorism or a tragic accident. Cleanup crews worked through the night to clear the debris, while discarding any possible physical evidence that could help identify the perpetrator. By the following morning, Wall Street was up and running again, as usual. Following the deadly explosion, various conspiracy theories emerged, but the New York police and fire departments, along with the Bureau of Investigation, predecessor of the FBI, and the U.S. Secret Service, worked tirelessly to uncover the truth. They pursued every lead, interviewing hundreds of people who were in the vicinity of the attack before, during, and after it occurred. However, they gathered very little useful information, as most of the recollections regarding the driver and wagon were fake and unhelpful. The NYPD was able to reconstruct the bomb and its fuse mechanism, but there was considerable debate regarding the type of explosive that was used. Interestingly, the most significant lead in the investigation came before the explosion occurred. A mail carrier discovered 4 poorly written and printed flyers in the Wall Street area, bearing the name of a group called the American Anarchist Fighters, which demanded the release of political prisoners. The language and style of the flyers appeared to be similar to those used in 2 bombing campaigns the previous year that were orchestrated by Italian anarchists. The Bureau conducted an extensive investigation along the East Coast to trace the origin of the flyers' printing, but unfortunately, their efforts yielded no results. The Bureau's initial suspicion regarding the bombing was that it was perpetrated by followers of Luigi Galleani, an Italian anarchist, based on similar bomb attacks that had occurred over the previous decade. However, the case could not be substantiated, and Galleani had already fled the country. Despite several promising leads, the investigation ultimately hit a dead end, and over the next 3 years, the trail went cold. Sadly, the perpetrators of the attack were never identified.